point in Arete.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll finish on this for the night because it is finishing time.
Like,
you then have 20 freebie points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
But Arbite, what do you mean?
Arete.
Oh.
Arete is what allows you to cast spells. Basically, whenever you go to cast a spell, you have to get a number of successes to make it happen. The number of dice you roll to get those successes is your Arete.
Arete.
So you want pretty high on that.
Basically, the higher your Arete, the more raw magical power you have. So I will drop a copy of this into chat.
and the 20 freebie points are to buy equipment, right?
No, it's to increase anything on the page.
Yeah, look at the thing.
Look at what I've just posted. It costs you 5 dots in freebies to buy an attribute, 2 for an ability, 1 for a background. Oh shit, we skipped spheres, didn't we?
Yeah, we never went over spheres.
Yeah, we did.
We need to do that.
Okay. We're gonna leave.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what we have, and then you can look at them. But then I'll go back and describe them more
Later.
at the next session. Starting out, you automatically get 1 dot in each of your convention's affinity spheres. So if you scroll up in chat, so for example, Iteration X gets 1 dot in forces, 1 dot in matter, 1 dot in time. If you only have 2 affinity skills, such as New World Order has Mind and Correspondence, raise 1 of those to 2.
Oh shit! They got primal. They got prime as the one of the things.
No, we have.
Do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So progenitors will have life and prime, 1 of those at 2 dots, and then everyone gets 1 dot in prime.
Wait. I'm confused
Everyone
now.
gets 1 dot in prime?
So everyone gets a dot in prime. Everyone gets a dot in each of their affinity spheres. If you only have 2 affinity spheres, not 3, then you get an extra dot in 1 of your affinity spheres.
Casey, mine says entropy, mind, or primal utility.
So that is prime. So you
That
get
is prime.
So you get entropy, mind, and prime 2 is what you would start with.
Entropy, mind, and got you.
And prime 2. Yeah.
Guys, I'm thinking about going kind of nuts with the enhancements.
What did I miss from the?
We did
I
spheres.
think I. Okay.
Yeah. And what's next?
I think that's it.
Almost, not quite. I'm just typing something else.
Yep. Great.
I'm happy with my tribute, so I'm not going to boost them anymore.
Alright, does that make sense? 1 dot in prime, 1 dot in each affinity sphere, and then if you only have 2 affinity spheres, add 1 more to 1 of those spheres.
Okay.
Okay? And then you get 4 dots to spend anywhere you want in spheres.
Ooh.
Now, I recommend that you spend your freebie points first, because your maximum in any sphere is equal to your Arete.
Ah, okay, so it might be good to get higher Arete first.
Your Arete, and I'm just saying this because in Mage, I don't know why they don't say it in like massive bold letters. Buy as much Arete as you can.
Yeah,
Arete is your raw magical talent.
But you said maximum 3 points.
Yeah.
No?
The freebie point says max total of 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ignore that.
Okay.
I only bought 2 extra.
I go RT 5 then. I got you.
Can you afford
How?
Arete 5?
Hey, we can get. It costs 4.
Yeah, they cost 4 per dot for Arete.
Yeah, we get
You have
20
points.
points.
Yeah, but
there you
I
go.
thought max 3.
No, I've done away with the max. Actually, to keep some semblance of balance, I'm going to say max 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go
Nice.
4 then. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Casey, but I'm gonna do that.
Oh
That
no,
is my
I'm all
personality.
for you. That's why I started thinking actually 5 might be a bit much to start.
Yeah.
So max 4. I'll allow a
So-
little bit more than normal, but
7, 6. Okay, I've got 6 points left. I've bumped my enhancements to 3. My influence is now 3. My cloaking is now 2, and my alternate identity is now 2. Figure those would be neat because everything else was at least a 2.
So we to get Irritate 4, it costs us how much points? Sorry.
16.
No, because you start with 1, so it costs 12 to get to Irritate 3.
Yeah, it would cost 12.
yeah,
Yeah,
12.
12.
I get 6.
No, hang on.
Yeah.
You start with
You
1.
start with 1, and you're
Yeah.
buying
Add
3
3.
more at 4 points each.
Okay.
So it's 12 points to buy Orate 4.
Okay, but you can buy 4 points, or can you buy it to a
I'm-
maximum of 4?
I'm saying you can buy to a maximum of 4.
Okay. Now I'm with you.
You said that if they had only 2 instead of 3, one of them would be bumped. Dimensional science. I know it's a correspondence of forces. What is dimensional science on there? Is that a different
Spirit.
sphere that I don't know about?
Spirit.
Oh, spirit. Okay.
Yeah, the sheet uses the tradition names. Apologies. They don't have a technocracy specific sheet yet. So correspondence is the data sphere. Entropy is entropic sciences. Dimensional sciences is spirit. Primal sciences is prime. I think all of them except for spirit are self-explanatory.
Yeah, I was just confused on dimensional science.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, and
I mean, I'm gonna spend most of it in background hour anyhow, because as soon as I got my
a lot of
Irate
mine.
up,
A lot of
I'm
them
just-
went there.
I think that's it. Because abilities I'm good based on my original statting. I don't think I need anymore.
Yep.
It's just going overboard.
I think that sounds good.
Cool. Oh shit, Jamie, are you alive?
Welcome back, Jamie.
Oh,
She took a shower, it looks like, so she can hopefully
I'm
sleep
sorry.
All right. Well, we're gonna call it there for now. If anyone has any questions through the week, drop me a message. If you
Yeah.
have questions about what the spheres do, I have a video about that from a few days ago.
Alright.
Cool.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, and then next week we should actually be able to maybe spend the first hour going
Buying
over any
equipment.
character questions. There actually won't need to be much equipment buying.
Oh.
This game is fairly because you're operating out of a base. You're not just kind of off and
Traveling.
going.
Yeah.
Your equipment is fairly fast and loose.
Oh, okay.
There will be certain things that you will want to have on you, which we'll need to determine. But we can
I think I'll
actually do
have
that.
to-
We can actually do that once we get to the base.
Yeah.
And then kind
Do
of say,
you-
okay, we're going out. We're going to take this.
Do you do flaws and merits, Casey?
If you want to look at the flaws and merits, they are towards the back of the main book, and you
Hmm.
can do so. You can take flaws, which give you additional freebie points to spend, or you can take
But-
merits, which give you bonuses and cost freebie points.
Yeah,
What's-
but
What's the bonus? What's the max bonus you can do in flaws?
Let's say 10.
there's one thing you guys should be aware of. Flaws are nothing like DD. They are nasty.
Yes.
Oh, they're nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
flaws
they-
here are
I'm-
genuine flaws.
Yeah, it's like you're blind. That is the flaw. And all
Aha,
the penalties
jokes
that
on you.
incur
Nice.
with blind is there. It's
Yeah.
it's like you can't melee attack and you can't use firearms, you can't drive. It's like they're proper like
Yeah,
flaws.
they are something that you will actually have to adjust the way you play your character if you take them.
Yeah.
So be aware of that before you take any.
How many points do we get to put into spheres?
4.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
On top of what you get to start,
From
Alright.
free.
Yeah.
Okay.
you get 4 more
And you
points
have-
that you can put anywhere. Up to the maximum of your Arate rating.
Yeah. I have 3 matter, 2 force, 2 time, and 1 prime.
Nice.
figured matter would be the most interesting one, and the other two, I might as well put one.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go pure power. It's in my nature and
Yeah.
it's who I am.
I-
Like,
I now have 3 enhancement points, 3 enhancement dots.
Nice.
So,
I'll tell you this.
I'm a bit loaded.
As far as using matter and prime is, I create something from nothing.
Oh, okay.
I know.
You know,
Okay, that'll work with this character.
matter is
Would you-
anything that is not alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need a key, I need a sword, I need a gun, I need whatever. It takes different levels, different levels to do different complicated things, but matter and prime.
To read minds, I would need both life and mind, right?
No,
Okay.
you just need mind.
Okay, cool.
Now,
What is?
So I can read my own mind very good, very well.
no. You don't need life to affect someone's mind.
Okay.
Their
Cool.
mind is separate from their life.
Cool. Cool.
Now, if you want to read them outside of just like being in the same room as them, if you want to add range to that,
Yeah.
that needs
I have
correspondence. Yes.
Which I have. Which I have.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
And-
forces?
Forces is
Fire, lightning.
evocation.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Fire,
I'll enjoy that.
lightning, magnets.
Now, if I just have
Radiation.
flamethrowers for arms,
Well,
do I need forces?
well.
What? I
Here's the
can't-
thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You could have a mundane flamethrower. Yes, that's fine. Or you could have a magically augmented flamethrower.
Mm.
Now, what that would mean is that, because bear in mind, you don't use magic.
Yeah.
You use magic, but you don't use magic. So, according to your character, you have a flamethrower embedded in your arm.
Mhm.
And you activate it, and it fires fire.
Yeah.
Now, what's actually happening in the background is either it is a mundane thing that you're topping up the fuel on constantly, or what's actually happening is you're using a Forces 3 Prime 1 effect through that device as a channel to create
okay.
mystic flames.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
It would only need prime and forces.
For fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about radiation?
Prime and Forces.
Radiation.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you're just gonna make nuclear bombs.
Anything that is a non-physical, non-living force of energy is a force.
Okay.
So, magnetism, radiation, fire, lightning, wind. Now,
Okay, and these will go up as we play, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And the thing to remember with Prime lets you make something from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have Forces 3, I can take that house that's on fire, and I can move that flame onto a person. But I can't make fire where there is none.
Yeah.
If I have
You're like
Forces...
X-Men, that X-Men guy who's the fire guy. Like you
Pyro.
gotta have a
Pyro.
lighter to create.
Yeah. If you
Fucking
have
shit.
if you have Forces 3 Prime 1, then you can create flame. The Prime puts the magical into it to create something from nothing. The same with matter. I can take a brick and use matter and turn it into a piece of steel.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to create a piece of steel, I need matter
Matter-free.
and prime.
Which I have, so I can just make my materials I need for
Yes.
construction.
Okay.
Okay, that's handy.
I have a question for you. I'm probably
Last one,
planning,
and then we're going to call it.
I'm planning to go time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have primal
don't
time,
You just want to frustrate me, don't you?
yeah. This is an old question. If you guys don't want, right?
Time is the most fucked up of all of the spheres.
Yep. That's why I wonder how Casey is gonna solve this, because primal time is like, can I actually create a time bubble?
You can. The paradox on that is a bitch.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just asking if it's
Yeah.
absolutely. If you go that option, I respect you, but a lot of people have said like you're not allowed to go time
Yeah.
because
Yeah, no.
it's not my first mage playing.
I'm
We've also
going to
been-
say this. The way I run Paradox is not the basic Paradox.
Okay.
Now, for those who are not aware of it, Paradox is basically when reality tries to say no to your magic.
Yeah.
The more vulgar, the less believable what you do is, the harder Paradox hits you. Now, when you start getting into things like time bubbles that are completely breaking everything, just don't botch. Because if
Well-
you do, you're fucked. I'll just say
well.
that.
Case, it's the old thing. I mean, you've watched Star Trek.
I know.
No, sorry, Stargate. I mean,
Like I said, I'm not disallowing it. I'm just saying, pray you don't
Don't-
botch.
don't fuck up
Yeah.
on it.
Because that's something that will really screw you.
Yeah, that's okay.
And in case I know you said last question, but I wanna go the whole entropy thing with like just being fucking lucky by just having a device that can calculate the best.
Yeah, a magic calculator.
Yeah, basically like do this and it's better, basically.
So
So I would need entropy, but would I also need time and so, like at least perception of time for it
You
to
would
be
need at
able
least
to?
perception of time, yes.
Yeah.
And if you actually want it to change fate, time will help. It's not necessarily required, but it will help.
Yeah.
And Prime 1 will probably be helpful as well. Because everyone's got
Yeah.
Prime 1 anyway. So.
Yeah. But entropy 3 would be needed, I'm guessing.
Yes, entropy 3 to affect the fate of things that are not yourself. Also, bear in mind that if you want to affect the standard entropy around you, that's fine. But if you want to specifically target someone else's entropy, you would need life.
Well, I just want me to be lucky. Everyone else can
that's
go
fine.
fuck
You
themselves.
don't need any
thing
add-ons
is,
for that.
the reason I went time is that I want to have perfect shots be the ultimate armsman. I want to slow time around myself to my perception of time, so I can do the
Time
perfect
2.
shots. That's why I went time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So- Oh, I got resources 10, by the way, FYI.
Oh,
Jesus.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Bill Gates.
So
How are you?
you're Bill Gates.
Alright, guys, and on that note, we're going to go ahead and finish it for the night.
Yeah. I would like to continue a call with the rest of you if you guys want.
Sure, I just gotta run and feed my dogs really quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Couldn't sound more disinterested. No, I'm just kidding.
I will see all of you next week, and I will speak to
Yeah.
you through the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, because
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
one,
have.
guys.
Bye.
See you, man.